Libra, I am going to need you to hear me very clearly right now, because what is circulating in the energetic field around you at this moment is something that most people never get to experience in quite this way. The conversations that are happening about you, the things being said when you are not in the room, the thoughts being directed toward you from people in multiple corners of your life are reaching a level of intensity that is genuinely remarkable. And the message that keeps coming through loud and clear, the word that keeps surfacing over and over again when I tune into what people are saying about you, is that you are wanted. Deeply, genuinely, almost overwhelmingly wanted. Word is out, Libra, and the word is that you are something special. Let me start by grounding you in what is actually happening here, because I want you to understand the energetic mechanics of this moment and why it is unfolding now specifically. You have been doing something quietly and consistently for a period of time now. Whether you have been fully conscious of it or not, you have been shifting. You have been doing the kind of internal work that does not always look like anything from the outside, but that fundamentally changes the energy you carry in the world. You have been releasing things that were weighing you down. You have been choosing yourself in small and large ways. You have been finding your footing in a version of yourself that is more authentic, more grounded, more genuinely at peace than you have been in a while. And Libra, that shift, that internal elevation is visible. It is not just visible, it is magnetic. It is radiating from you in a way that people are responding to, whether they understand why or not. This is why they are talking. This is why your name is in people's mouths. This is why you have become a topic of conversation in circles you may not even be aware of. Because you have changed, and people can feel it, and they cannot stop talking about what they feel. Now let me tell you specifically what is being said, because I think you deserve to know the full picture of how you are being perceived right now. In romantic conversations, Libra, your name is coming up constantly. There are people who are talking to their closest friends about you, confiding in the people they trust most about feelings they have been carrying and not quite known what to do with. They are saying things like, I cannot get them out of my head, or there is something about them that is different from anyone else I have met, or I do not even fully understand why I feel this way, but I feel it constantly. They are trying to articulate something that resists easy articulation, because what they are responding to in you is not just surface level attractiveness or charm. It is something deeper, something that operates beneath the conscious mind, something that hooks into people in a way they cannot simply decide their way out of. You have become, Libra, the person that people measure others against, the standard against which connections are being compared and consistently coming up short. Someone in your world right now is sitting across from another person trying to be present and finding that their mind keeps drifting back to you. Someone is trying to invest in something new and finding that their heart is not quite available because of what it still holds where you are concerned. You are taking up space in people's inner lives in a way that is both deeply flattering and, for them, deeply frustrating, because they cannot simply choose to stop. There is also something I am picking up around desire, specifically, Libra, and I want to speak to this directly because it is a significant part of the energy that is circulating around you right now. This is not just emotional longing. This is not just admiration from a safe distance. There is a powerful physical magnetism that you are radiating right now that is affecting people on a very visceral level. Something about your energy at this particular moment in time is activating a kind of longing in people that goes beyond the emotional. It is pulling at something primal, something that has to do with presence and warmth and the particular kind of confidence you are carrying right now. People want to be near you, Libra. They want to be in your orbit. They want to be the one you choose. And the fact that you are not chasing anyone, that you are not performing for anyone's approval, that you are simply being fully and unapologetically yourself, that is only intensifying the pull. Because Libra, there is nothing more magnetic than someone who is genuinely at home in themselves. And right now, that is exactly what you are projecting. Let me tell you about some of the specific energies I am picking up in these conversations happening about you. There is someone, and this energy is very clear, who has been talking about you to essentially everyone who will listen. This is someone who is in that particular stage of infatuation where you have taken over a significant portion of their mental real estate, and they cannot seem to help bringing you up in conversation because you are simply always on their mind. Their friends know your name. Their friends know details about you. Their friends are probably tired of hearing about you, if we are being completely honest, because this person cannot seem to get through a conversation without circling back to something about you. They are not embarrassed about this. They do not care that it is obvious. What they feel for you has moved past the stage where pride keeps it quiet. There is also someone who is talking about you in a very different way, more privately, more carefully, to only one or two people they absolutely trust. This person is more guarded about what they share, but what they are sharing in those rare confidential moments is something much more significant than casual interest. They are admitting to feelings that surprise even them. They are confiding that what they feel when they think about you or when they are around you is something they have not felt in a long time, maybe something they were not sure they were capable of feeling anymore. And the conversations they are having about you in these quiet, honest moments are some of the most real conversations they have had in years. You have cracked something open in them, Libra. Something real and something that matters. And then there is someone who is not talking about you to others, but who is talking to themselves about you constantly, who is having an ongoing internal conversation about you that never quite resolves, who keeps presenting themselves with arguments for reaching out and then arguments against it, who keeps arriving at the conclusion that they should say something and then losing their nerve, who keeps circling back to you in their thoughts even when they have been trying very deliberately to think about something else. This person is having the loudest conversation about you of anyone. It just happens entirely inside their own head, and it is only a matter of time before some of that internal noise makes its way into actual action. Now, Libra, I want to speak to you about how you are moving through this season, because how you carry yourself matters, and I think there are some things worth being mindful of as all of this attention continues to build. First, stay grounded in your own sense of self. The kind of desire that is being directed toward you right now can, if you are not careful, become something you start to depend on for your sense of worth. And Libra, your worth is not located in how many people want you. Your worth exists independently of all of this. Let the desire be flattering, let it be enjoyable, but do not let it become the thing you are building your confidence on, because external desire is always temporary and your confidence needs a more stable foundation than that. Second, be discerning. Not everyone who wants you is right for you. Not everyone whose desire for you is genuine is someone who has the capacity to love you well or meet you where you are or build something real with you. Desire is a beginning, not a guarantee. And Libra, you deserve more. than someone who simply wants you. You deserve someone who is ready for you, who is equipped for you, who can show up consistently and match your depth and hold space for the full complexity of who you are. Do not let the flattery of being wanted cause you to lower your standards about what wanting actually needs to look like to be worth your time. Third, enjoy this. Genuinely, fully, without guilt. Sometimes, Libra, you have a tendency to be almost apologetic about receiving good things, to minimize compliments, to deflect admiration, to act as though being desired is somehow something you need to be humble about. I am giving you full permission right now to simply enjoy this season. You have done the work. You have earned this energy. Let yourself receive it with grace and with pleasure. You are allowed to know you are desirable. You are allowed to feel good about the attention. Own it, Libra. It looks beautiful on you. I also want to address something that some of you may be carrying quietly alongside all of this desire and attention, and that is a feeling of loneliness. Because sometimes the experience of being highly desired by many people coexists with a deep longing for genuine connection with one specific person. And if that is where you are right now, Libra, surrounded by people who want you but still aching for the one that truly sees you, the one that feels like home, I want you to know that is not a contradiction. That is actually a very clear signal about what you are really looking for. The quantity of desire being directed at you is not the point. The quality of the connection you are seeking is the point. And that connection exists. It is coming. The person who will not just desire you, but will truly know you and choose you and stay, that person is in motion toward you right now. Let me tell you what the energy looks like in the near term, Libra, because I want you to be prepared for what is coming. The conversations that are happening about you right now are building toward action. This is not energy that is going to stay in the realm of talk and longing indefinitely. The desire that people are feeling, the words they are speaking about you to their friends and confidants, the internal debates they are having, all of it is moving toward a moment of expression. Someone is going to make a move. Someone is going to say something or do something that makes their feelings undeniable and impossible to ignore. And when that happens, Libra, you are going to be in the enviable position of being able to choose freely and clearly, not from desperation or loneliness or a need for validation, but from a place of genuine power and genuine knowing. That is what this season is preparing you for. Not just to be desired, but to be in a position of choice. To be able to look at what is being offered and decide from the fullest, most grounded version of yourself what you actually want. That kind of position is rare, and it is precious, and it is yours right now. There is also an opportunity on the horizon that is going to be directly connected to your elevated energy and the way people have been perceiving you lately. Something professionally or creatively that comes as a result of the reputation you have been building, the impression you have been making, the way people have been talking about your gifts and your capabilities. The conversations about you are not only happening in romantic contexts, they are happening in rooms where decisions get made, where opportunities get allocated, where someone with the right kind of influence is saying your name in the right kind of context. Pay attention in the coming weeks to doors that open somewhat unexpectedly, to opportunities that come through people rather than through your own direct seeking. The word is out about you in more ways than one, Libra. I want to close by saying something to you directly, from one soul to another, because I think you need to hear it. You have spent time in your life wondering if you were enough. Wondering if what you bring to the table is actually as valuable as you hope it is. wondering if the connection and love and recognition you crave is something you are actually going to receive, or whether it is always going to feel slightly out of reach. I want you to know that the energy that is swirling around you right now, all of these people, all of these conversations, all of this desire and longing and admiration being directed at you, is the universe's way of answering that question. You are not just enough, Libra. You are more than enough. You are the subject of desire and conversation and quiet obsession in the hearts and minds of multiple people who feel privileged just to be in your orbit. You are someone whose name, when spoken, carries weight and warmth and a particular kind of electricity that makes people lean forward to hear more. The word on the street about you is beautiful, and the most beautiful part is that it is all completely true. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If this reading resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more messages. Take care of your energy, trust your intuition, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye-bye.